He was suddenly roused by the sound of the doorbell, and his spirits were a little fluttered by the idea of its being that cute freshman who had once before called late into the evening. But this idea was soon banished, and his spirits were very differently affected when, to his utter amazement, he saw Miss Delilah walk into the room.
Hey there. How are you doing?
He answered with cold civility.
Quite well, thank you.
I was just wondering how you were coming along on that creative response project for British literature.
I've spent nearly the allotted time requirement. I'm writing a Wordsworthian preface to modern-day sitcoms, praising them as the highest form of modern pop culture. I'm citing 30 Rock as one of my sources.
After a silence of several minutes, she came towards him in an agitated manner, and thus began.
In vain have I struggled. It will not do. My feelings will not be repressed. You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you.
In such cases as these, it's customary for one to feel a sort of obligation for the sentiments avowed. But because of the completely unexpected nature of such a confession, I do not know in which manner I should respond. I've never desired your good opinion, and if our bitter debates during class are any indicator, I should say that you've been most unwilling to bestow them.
I might perhaps wish to inquire why I'm thus rejected with so little endeavor at civility by such a godless and hopeless heathen as yourself. To think, I have come over here and taken time out of my busy Sunday afternoon only to have your lowbrow opinions so unceremoniously thrust into my face.
Heathen? And what are you doing, walking all the way over here on your Sabbath, and thus inquiring of homework and love?
I drove, thank you. I cannot believe that I have esteemed you so highly in spite of my character and in light of your disdainful and overly vocal view of faith.
Overly vocal?
Overly vocal.
And are you so much better? You're relentless in rerouting every conversation, each text, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, back to your beloved Jesus. Furthermore, do you think that any consideration could tempt me to accept the woman who's been the means of ruining, perhaps forever, the happiness of my most beloved housemate? Do you deny that you've done this?
I have no wish to deny that I've done this. I did everything in my power to separate my friend, one whom I consider closer than a sister, one of the weak, whom I am commanded to look after, lest she fall victim to such a sexually liberated vixen as your housemate. I have returned her to the right path. She is free from such unholy desires. I am indeed proud of my success.
You've contradicted yourself. Are humans not capable of love outside of the love of some imaginary powerless deity? Did you not come here seeking such love yourself? Or did you just want to convert me as well?
I am doing her a favor which I cannot do for myself. I have tried to ignore you, but I cannot fight the temptation to sit down to Yumberry superfruit tea and discuss life and love and faith with you. To gaze into those sparkling eyes that so aptly demonstrate your capacity for rational, if unreasonable, thought, even though we may differ in its uses.
And what would we speak of on this hypothetical date? I like coffee, you like tea. I idolize Dawkins and you Jesus. I'm white and you're black. And I'm from the East Coast and you're from the West Coast. There is nothing under the sun on which we might agree.
Nay, sir, we both enjoy good literature, and on this topic we have much to discuss. Austen and Shakespeare, Nora Roberts and Bill Bryson, Byron and Keats, Shelley, both of them, Herbert, Wordsworth, Stephanie Meyer.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Stephanie Meyer? Literature?
Regardless of your views on Stephanie Meyer, we have literature, our respective quick wits, and the swimming pool, which I once saw you so excited to enter that you jumped in fully clothed.
That wasn't excitement. simply inebriation.
Oh, such a zest for life cannot help but draw the sentiments of such a young flower as myself. Nevertheless, I will not press you to agree to an experience which you so obviously view as detrimental, and I will quit you with some of my remaining dignity. You have made it quite clear that my interest is unrequited, and I will impose on your hospitality, or your attempt at it, no longer. Forgive me for having taken up so much of your time, and accept my best wishes for your health and happiness.
And with those words, she hastily left the room.
Her pride. Her abominable pride. And to think she didn't even offer an apology for the pain of my roommate. To think that I would have any more than indifference or any less than scorn for her.
The tumult of his mind, that she should have been interested or even loved him for so many semesters, from Intro to Lit through British Literature 1 and 2. They'd even began freshman year with general psychology as their colloquium. These agitating reflections soon overcame the pity, the consideration which her attachment had for a moment excited. And there they stood, blinded by their pride and their prejudice, ignorant that their union could remedy each of them to the ailments that prevented their happiness.